Am I the asshole for making an uncomfortable joke when my friend told me her dinner table was full with family? Over the last 20 years everyone as my close family has died. Both my parents are gone, my grandparents on both sides, all my dad's uncles, and anyone who is still alive are scattered out among the country. All I, 20 female, have left is my siblings and my bill. My friend, 23 female, comes from a different family. All the uncles, aunts, cousins, grandparents have monthly parties, stay in touch, have big celebrations, the works. All of them are still alive and active. I think she knows I'm sensitive to the topic as I wish I had a big family, as she sometimes makes these comments like, "You know, when you get married your guest list will be so small compared to mine. But hey, at least it will be cheap." At my mom's funeral there were still a lot of open chairs and she told me if this was a family member of hers all the seats would be full. She is aware of my many deceased family members. I took some pictures of me, my siblings, and my brother-in-law cooking for Thanksgiving and us playing games at the dinner table and post them on social media. She texted me privately saying we looked like we were having fun, followed by pics of her huge family, and remarked the dinner table was full of family. "This is where I may be the asshole," I replied. "Lovely. Have fun. We'd have a full table too, but with the snow it was too hard to dig everyone out of their graves." She was silent for a few hours then replied that joke was morbid and made her uncomfortable, and I really need to check my attitude. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole, it's your family so you get to make jokes about it. If it makes her uncomfortable it's her problem. I would be uncomfortable with her saying how big her family is. Take care op and sorry for your losses. Your friend sounds like an playing the game of, I have more fam than you, which is fucking weird and very insensitive. Not the asshole. Your joke made her uncomfortable because you called her out on her bullshit. Not the asshole. You could reply that you are surprised she is uncomfortable with your morbid joke because since she keeps bringing up and going on about how small your family is knowing full well that the reason for that is they are all dead. If it is okay for her to keep referencing your deceased relatives and her live ones then surely it's okay for you to have a sense of humor about it. Follow up with, actually, I am glad this has come up because in fact it upsets me when you keep pointing out how small my family is. Because they are all dead and the black humor this time was a coping mechanism. How about you stop going on about it then I won't need to make dark jokes as a defense. Not the asshole. As someone who has very little living family left, I may have to borrow your joke. Inadvertent or not, it is hilarious. Your friend is a tad bit out of touch with your feelings, and I have a feeling that it's not by accident. She's boasting in a passive manner and I would definitely call her on it. Don't allow her to pin her inconsiderate behavior on you. If she was uncomfortable with the joke then good. Now she knows what you feel like when she's cracking her big family jokes, and claiming that it comes from a place of innocence. There's no way a joke that mild made her uncomfortable. She's upset you called her out for her poor attitude and is trying to make you the bad guy. Not the asshole. I think your comment was fucking brilliant and consider you are a bit of a legend. Your way is so much more effective than trying to catch her at being thoughtless or suggest she is being passive-aggressive. How sad for her that her only one-man ship opportunity is, not dead over here. Not the asshole. Info. Have you asked her not to say things like that before? Because someone who does not understand severe, lossful grief does not automatically realize being sensitive to something means never to mention it. It seems like common sense, but apparently it's not. Not the asshole. She's made rude remarks about your family in the past, she shouldn't dish it out if she can't take it. What you said was funny anyway, I'd laugh if someone said that to me. Am I the asshole for asking my sister's boyfriend to open a jar presuming he would fail? My 19F boyfriend, 21M, was meeting my family for the first time. It was the first time I brought a boy home. I was a lonely girl when in high school and my sister, 21F, always felt superior to me and let me know it. She has been dating this guy, 20M, for a year or so and I don't have any problem with him. My boyfriend goes to the gym a lot and it is super muscular and strong. My sister's boyfriend is more of an intellectual guy and looks really weak compared to my boyfriend. When we were all together with my parents my sister started being mean with me as always. I never know how to react because I get really angry but if I do something too strong then my parents act like it is all my fault. So, I got an idea. I found a jar in the kitchen that was hard to open and asked my sister's boyfriend to try. He didn't want to but I insisted and after he failed I make him keep trying for some time. This, as I expected, drew attention from my parents, my boyfriend and my sister. Finally he gave up and my boyfriend opened it really easily. My father thought it was funny, but my mother and my sister realized what I have done and were upset. My boyfriend says that although he understands that my sister is bad, what I did to her boyfriend was not justified because he haven't done anything wrong. Am I the asshole? You are the asshole. You treated someone poorly who has done nothing to you. You are the asshole. You tried to embarrass your sister's boyfriend because of issues with your sister. Basically you started bullying someone else because your sister was mean to you. Not okay. You are the asshole and a bully to boot. You sought to deliberately humiliate someone who did absolutely nothing wrong to you. I find myself hard-pressed to believe that you're the victim you're so desperately trying to portray yourself as. You are the asshole. The boyfriend did nothing to deserve that as payback for your sister's behavior. Grow up. Must be embarrassing to use other people to make yourself feel better. Such ugly behavior. You are the asshole. You are the asshole bullying others because you are too scared to stand up for yourself? Yes, you are an asshole. You are the asshole for all the reasons listed here. Your beef is with her. All you've done is humiliate her boyfriend and probably yours, too. Info. What did the boyfriend do to deserve the humiliation? Just be in the same building? YTA. Am I the asshole for not calling my boss, sir? So I, 22, recently started working at a large tech company and things have been alright. I'm part of a male-dominated team. In fact, I'm the only woman, and the only POC. I'm mixed race. Everyone has been nice, however I've had some issues with my boss. So we're all WFH and my workplace is pretty casual. When my colleagues talk to my boss, written or via video calls, the tone is casual. They don't have to call him sir or anything. I do the same, however he told me via email that he's not happy with this. He said that it's unprofessional for me to use a casual tone and not call him sir. Fast forward to this week. I was in a meeting with him and 3 other guys. Boss told me to put my camera on, which was already annoying since he didn't ask the other guys, and I did. Then at the end of the call he told me to stay behind to have a serious discussion. Long story short, he said that my lack of professionalism is unacceptable and that I should respect his authority over me. And he said that I didn't even call him sir or boss at all and seemed disinterested. Weird, because I was fully engaging in the meeting and was the only one with my camera on. This is my first serious job, so I'm not sure what to think. Is it really unprofessional for me not to call my boss sir when nobody else does? I personally think it's strange because I'm the only WOC on my team and no one else is dealing with this. Not the asshole. I'd complain to HR. This is getting into sexual harassment, racism territory if he insists you are the only one who needs to do these things. Document, document, document and report to our. This isn't an asshole issue, it's sexual and racial discrimination. Not the asshole. I'd drop a quick line to HR, requesting a quick meeting to clarify some points about office culture that are confusing me, and just lay out your concerns like you did here. Especially in the tech industry, that attitude seems way outdated and old-fashioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that a large company will be unhappy at the idea of that sort of crap being made public. There's some definite prejudice going on, by the sounds of it, but whether it's your age, your gender, or the color of your skin that has his boxers all bunched, it's hard to tell. Not the asshole. Your boss is on a power trip and thinks he can get away with it because you're a WOC. Take the issue to HR, this isn't okay. If he's doing it to you and no one else, it's because he's fucking with you and trying to go on a little power trip. I don't know how worth it this job is, but if you're new and he's already acting like this, I can only see it getting worse. NTA. I'd run, personally. Not the asshole, and start protecting yourself now. Record any conversations you can, on your phone if you have to, where you are being singled out. Take copies of all the emails where he demands this stuff. Take screenshots of you being only one forced to have camera on. If there is an HR department, start asking them these questions. If there is no HR, start looking for other work. Not the asshole. You need to notify HR immediately. The longer you allow this to continue, the worse it will become. You are being harassed by a sexist, misogynistic, potentially racist boss on a power trip. If that's not a hostile work environment, then I don't know what it is. Not only is he demeaning you, he may be fetishizing you as a WOC by forcing you to call him, sir. You say that you are definitely the only person he is doing it to, so it's certainly because of your gender, your race, or both. This is a large company. They will have procedures for dealing with this kind of behavior. Record all your interactions, get everything in writing and report him. Not the asshole. Maybe go for some malicious compliance next time he makes a big deal of it? Why, yes, sir. Of course, sir. But might I ask, sir, why I am the only one being asked to call you, sir, sir? Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter visit her BF? I, 49M, have a daughter, 16F, that lives with me full time. Her mother and I divorced when she was 3 years old. My daughter is very tomboyish and loves to play video games. When she turned 15, I bought her a gaming PC. She was very excited and has been playing a ton of games. She told me she met a boy in one of the games and they have been chatting for a few months. She then said they were in a relationship and have been planning on meeting in person. He lives in Florida, but does not want to travel due to certain circumstances. Her plan right now is that she wants to visit him during Christmas. I am very concerned about this and do have my reasons. She has never seen an actual photo of him since they met. He has asked her multiple times to purchase items for him in-game. I have talked to my daughter about letting me go with her, but she says that I should trust her and she will be fine. She asked again today and I told her that I was not okay with her going. She starts crying and says that I am being unfair and should let her go. Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter visit her BF? Not the asshole. She's 16. A minor has no business traveling alone to meet in person who they've never even seen a picture of. Period. Not the asshole. She hasn't seen a picture of him yet, he could be a grown man. I'm also going to assume that it was his idea to meet up. If anything, you need to be more of an asshole. This sounds like she's on her way to being a victim of human trafficking. Not the asshole. She hasn't ever seen a pic, location flag, and doesn't want you going with her, location flag. I'm guessing her, BF, might not want you there. Not the asshole. This screams red flags. Do not let her go alone. Not the asshole. Underage girl who has a friend who has never given her a pic. Sketchy as fuck. I bet he's a creepy dude in his 30s or 40s and not someone her age. And he's constantly asking her to buy him stuff. Oh, yeah, whoever is at the other end is full of shit. No matter how hard she cries and how much she cries, do not let her go. If she disappears, do not wait 24 hours but immediately call the cops and explain the situation. Show her some true crime stories that sound a lot like this and end up with the body found in a barrel or the woods. Not the asshole. Just nope. Speaking as a 37-years-old female gamer that has been in the gaming world with these kind of guys for decades, they are never what they seem. They will say anything to get what they want. And she is being incredibly naive. I would even bet money she has sent him a photo or two that would make your blood boil. It's time for a reality check. Please, do not let her go alone. Not the asshole. She might think you're the asshole here but 100% you are not. They talk online for a few months. Great, it's nice to meet new gamer friends. Your compromise of you going with her is an excellent suggestion. Her not accepting that might be simply teenage drama. But if he is the one saying she should come alone, 100% do not allow it. He might be a 16-year-old boy. He might be a 50-year-old child sex trafficker. How do either of you actually know?